Thanks, Marcus, for joining us today. Marcus is COO of TriStar Gold. Marcus, maybe you could start off by giving us a bit of background on yourself.
Sure. Thanks for having me, Deborah. As Deborah said, I'm the Chief Operating Officer of TriStar Gold. My background is both a geologist and mining engineer, and I worked at both Tarka and Damang, which are large paleoplacer mines in Ghana. As you will all know, Castelo de Sonhos, our project, is a paleoplacer deposit, and therefore my experience is directly relevant to what we're trying to achieve at Castelo de Sonhos. I've also worked managing operations in Brazil, and I speak Portuguese fluently as well. So it's a perfect fit for me working with TriStar.
Well, that must come in handy. To start things off, maybe you could state the current resources and reserves.
Sure. So the resources sit at 1.8 million ounces at 1 grams per ton indicated resources, and we have another 0.7 million ounces of gold at 0.9 grams per ton, which are inferred. Our reserves are currently 1.4 million ounces, which is 38.7 million tons at 1.1 grams per ton in the probable category. And we have, of that, we have 1 million ounces at 1.28 grams per ton exclusively at Esperança South, which is essentially the first 6 years of our mining plan.
And do you see an upside for these numbers?
Yes, I do. I mean, like I said, I've worked on these type of paleoplacer deposits before, both in mining and exploration, and I do understand the potential for these type of deposits to grow significantly. Not only along strike, we're only working and know essentially under 50% of the current strike length of the deposit, outcropping on surface, and there's lots of potential down dip as well to properly or optimize the optimizations of these pits as well. And in between the pits too, there's lots of nested little pits with gaps, which we can drill out and aim to extend the resources and reserves even further.
And we know you have a good base case project defined with strong economics. Is there still work to do on this?
Yeah, I mean, as Nick has said, our main priority is on getting the preliminary environmental license in place, which is our entire team, including the geologists and everyone, are absolutely focused on that at the moment. However, we are keeping ourselves busy on the technical side as well, in terms of preparing ourselves for the next step, which is a feasibility study from a technical perspective. We're working with Goldspot ALS at the moment to do some more work on the AI front, and especially on our down the hole photographs. We've got lots of down the hole photographs which we've taken, and they're going to run it through their proprietary software and run it through their AI algorithms as well to try and increase our ore body knowledge even further. We're looking at some metallurgical test work to optimize the process route. We're currently whole ore CI, CIL, CIP. However, we are looking at potentially a flotation side of things. We've just sent 60 kilograms of samples to the United States for test work. So it should be interesting to see how those results come in. If flotation proves to be an attractive option, there may be considerable savings on capex, but also reducing the amount of cyanide we use in the process as well, and the amount of cyanide that we have to process through the detox circuit and into our tailings dam. So it would be a win-win all round if it proves feasible. We're also looking at a very conceptual level of backfilling potentially some of our pits. It's conceptual because it does require a lot of study. We need to be sure as a company that we will not be sterilizing any resources, obviously, and as also going through the permitting phases of that as well. But the implication there is that rather than doing a phase 2 lift on our tailings dam, we could actually then all of the processed material from Esperança Central, which occurs from year 6, can then be backfilled into Esperança South pits, and therefore we save capex on raising the dam, and we also backfill the pits as much as we can. So very conceptual at this stage. We're doing a lot of work on that to prove the concept. But yeah, we're still keeping busy technically, even though our primary focus is on the environmental permitting side at the moment.
Well, it still sounds like there's still a lot of upside for the asset as well as potential cost savings. So really interesting times for TriStar coming up to their meeting on November 22nd. I think it's been really great for investors to get to know some of the other key team members like yourself, Marcus. So appreciate you taking the time to talk to us a bit about the project.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.